It looks like Virginia will remain one of only 6 states in the country that bans hunting on Sunday. Today, a bill that would have lifted that ban was defeated. As Dave Adams of the Virginia Shooting Sports Association told me, this battle, though, is far from over because the ban not only hurts the economy, but also the ability to get more young people involved with the shooting sports. Dave, thanks for joining us, but I sure wish we had some better news on this Sunday hunting bill.
Yeah, it was a bit of a disappointment. We did get a hearing, which was more than we got in the House when those two bills came up earlier in the session. But the committee voted 13-2 against reporting the bill. I
mean, when you look at, you had the Virginia Department of Game and Inland Fisheries even testifying today in favor of that. Were you surprised to see this vote?
No, actually, this is an issue that has divided the hunting community in Virginia for years, and just recently, within the last couple of years, have hunters actually come out to have just a slight majority in favor of it. But we even had some hunters get up today and speak against the bill. Some of those were folks that are associated with hunting with hounds, either deer dogs or they use dogs for other hunting purposes. And there's been some issues in the past with landowners complaining about the owners of the dogs trespassing on their property to retrieve their animals. So it's been a running battle. So this is not really a surprise, but it is disappointing nonetheless.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, as you said, this has been a challenge that's been going on for almost 2 decades now.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, a lot of times the bills just get summarily, killed without a hearing. We did at least get a full hearing this morning in the Senate committee, and I will say, though, the opposition was very well organized. You had the Farm Bureau against it. You had the equine folks, the horse community against it. Of course, you had HSUS took their opportunity to get on the bandwagon. They didn't influence the committee. Those weren't the ones that held the sway in the committee. It was the Farm Bureau, the landowners, and folks like that.
But, too, you have hunters like Charles Olin. I was reading from Richmond, and he's asking a real good question. Why is it we can do everything else on Sunday, including buying liquor, but you can't hunt?
That's exactly right. And it's going to continue that way for at least another year. I have heard some discussion among folks that have been spending time at the Capitol and seen the issue change over the years. We do expect there to be a change, and I think you're going to find more and more with the national coalition that was put together out at the SHOT Show pushing the issue in all, 9 states that are remaining that have the ban, that I think you'll see folks coalescing around the issue. I saw more press about this, positive press about the issue, in statewide newspapers this year than I've ever seen before.
But, there's a good thing to point out, too. We're talking in tough economic times. When you look at things like Sunday hunting, all you have to do is read the facts. It's a boost to the economy. There's more job opportunities. And for so many families, it's the only chance they have is to go out on the weekend.
Well, that's true. I mean, just like anyone else, hunters have the same, family responsibilities on weekends. You've got kids play soccer or play other sports on weekends, play football. And so, why should families have to choose between hunting and spending time with their kids? They can do what they normally do on Saturdays and then go out on a Sunday afternoon and take the kids with them hunting. And you mentioned the economic impact that was estimated at 4,000 new jobs in the Commonwealth if we added Sunday hunting. I've talked to folks who said, look, I have relatives that live out of state that would love to come to Virginia and hunt, but, they'd have to travel here on Saturday, and then they can't hunt on Sunday because they work on Friday. So I think that you'll see that we're going to be pushing the economic impact. The governor was behind the bill because of the economic impact that it has on the Commonwealth. And, this is a starting point. This is more we've ever gotten before. We had a full hearing, and I think that you're going to see some momentum building out of what happened today.
And that is good because, I know the NRA is also very concerned because it's about, getting more young kids involved in the shooting sports because it's about the future. It's preserving the heritage.
Oh, absolutely. The Richmond Times-Dispatch ran an article last week on the issue, and in the last 25 years, the number of hunting licenses sold in the Commonwealth has been reduced by half, almost 500,000 hunters in 1974, and just a little over 250,000 hunters this year.
Yep. So I know it's not good news, but the fight not over. Anything else we need to be keeping our eyes on? Because I know there's a lot going on.
Well, there are 2 bills that will be up on third reading tomorrow, which is final vote in the Senate. One bill I don't expect there to be any problems with, Senate Bill 1213. That's the one that allows hunters and other sportsmen to register to vote at gun shops and other places where they can sell hunting licenses. And then there's the important bill, Senate Bill 757, which is the air rifle bill. It will remove some of the restrictions that localities can currently place on shooting air rifles on private property. As long as the landowner gets permission from their neighbors, they would still be able to set up a little small air rifle range in the backyard or in their garage. Currently, localities are setting up restrictions like 300 yards, not realizing you can set up an air rifle range in your basement or in your garage. So this will be a good bill if we can get it out off the floor tomorrow.
All righty. I know you're a busy guy, but we'll be talking to you probably